I think you need a DJ.
All right. I don't know. Hi, everybody. I'm Rachel. I work here. It's I project. We're just waiting on Cory. I run this beautiful group. I run this shit. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be live action soon. And yeah, can't wait to taste some beers with you guys. Thank you so much.
I just saw a fancy boy walking down the street.
He is a fancy boy.
Is the sound on?
Yeah.
Do you think they can hear us? Do we have to use the mic, or do we have to like?
We're not sure. That's Tim's here.
See it right? What did you say?
Oh, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
No, come on in.
No, get in here. We're gonna rotate. This is super informal and casual. It's a happy hour.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not here. This is not a.
I can hear it just fine.
The only thing I don't like is I can't read what they're typing. Like, so I wish it was closer.
We're gonna do it like Tulum style, like a DJ, and just have like a party in the back. Eric STL6 is here. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I will
not a
get
party without STL6. We look the same.
on the left.
Hi.
My beer shop.
Do you need?
Oh, in the-
Do you need a beer? No, you're fine. You're good. I'm coming.
Can you Shay? Can you hear us, or do you have to like?
I could hear you whenever you did that. Let me walk
But we have to
away.
talk into this. Yeah, because that thing's so far away.
First ever.
I really feel weird. We're just hanging out having drinks.
No,
There's only 30 people. Can you hear me?
those 30 people are important.
Can you hear Rachel? You have to pass it. We have to pass it.
I could hear you whenever you were holding it.
You have to
What about
pass
me?
it.
Yes. Can you hear me? I'm good at projecting.
If I just lay it right there, can you hear us? If we're just right here, can you hear me?
Test.
Allison, can you test?
Test.
Dusty said we can hear you without
Yeah,
the
it's
mic.
not bad.
Okay, thanks, Dusty.
Good. Thanks, Dusty. This is just for fun, anyways. Karen, you can eat that over here.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy
Bye.
Friday.
Thanks for being
Hey,
here.
welcome to our first ever, I guess, virtual happy hour.
I got it. First
You got
ever.
it?
Yes.
Well, we did these kind of during COVID.
You and Karen did.
They were fun. Well, now the COVID ones we did, they were Zoom, so we didn't know how many people were going to be on them. So we don't know how many. Like, we'll see. Like, if only 3 of you show up next time, we'll do
There's
Zoom.
30 important
Okay.
people on
No,
right now.
no, I know they're very important, but depending on how many,
Security.
depending on how
security
many,
here too.
depending on how many. So we can also do Zoom sometimes. We can see them and they can talk back, which is cool.
Eric, we should get you a glass because we've got plenty of beer.
Yeah, do you have a glass?
Yeah, Eric SCL6 is here, y'all.
Ain't a party without STL6. Here's
Aaron's
Aaron.
over here.
Aaron.
We're live.
We're
Come on,
live.
say hi. This is Aaron.
This is a first for us being live on
Aaron.
YouTube.
He runs the patio.
We ready to drink beer or not?
Yeah. So
I don't know if you guys have beer with you or not. I guess you would have all these if you want to join along. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Shay's going to ask us some questions, I believe, right?
yeah. Yep. Shay IT Smith is in the house.
And if this is terrible, sorry. If this is awesome, sorry as well. So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, apologies for, so we put this on our 2023 Lacotery, like what's included. We put a virtual tasting, so we thought that'd be really cool. And then Allison reminded us in like late January that we hadn't done one yet. And we were like, oh crap, we should do that. We should do this. And so this is our first time doing it. I think we should all introduce ourselves.
We should.
My name is Allison McKee. I am the managing director at Side Project. I'm Rachel Manning. I'm events and sort of like marketing PR stuff, but I also run Lacotery, which is you guys, and you're the reason for our season, and we love you.
I'm Tommy Manning. I'm the head brewer here at Side Project. Just want to say thanks to everyone for being dedicated and excited about beer to make. It means a lot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Thank you.
Cory King. I'm Cory King. My wife Karen and I started this good thing with these lovely people. Thanks to these lovely people, we've been going for a little over 10 years now, making kind of just beers our way, and so far so good. I think. I need a glass of Karen.
Oh, I have one.
Oh, you do have one. I got one. Oh, we got it. We're good. I can't count. I cannot count.
Hopefully
Eric.
you guys have a glass.
Yeah, hopefully you have a glass.
This is in your included beers, so hopefully you have those, or your proxy sending
Get in
them to
there.
you soon.
This is
or-
happier.
Oh, we've got this is Eric. Eric is you probably see him
You've
at
all
every
seen
day.
Eric.
STL6. Big round of applause. Come on, say hi. If you've been to any event, you have seen Eric. Yes.
Awesome. I feel like I need to like flip this like on a bottle, like right here in the center. See how this is gonna work. Yeah. We're pros. We're pros.
All right, try out Grisette.
Cheers.
Grisette.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Well, if you guys are enjoying this at home, if you're not, that's okay.
Let us know because we're gonna do it again next year.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah. This is Dry Hop Grisette. So Grisette is one of the early beers Side Project made. I'm gonna say it's probably the third or fourth release. We released Grisette. Little hoppier, tiny saison, 4%er that now we dry hop a version of. So what do we dry hop? I know. I know. I should have looked up when we dry hop this. So we make beer. We bottle beer. We obviously bottle it months ago and let it bottle condition. So sometimes by the time we move forward, we're like, which one did we use? It doesn't say on that.
That's why we take
Oh,
notes.
this one was
Nelson.
Styrian. No, Styrian Dragon. This was Styrian Dragon. Yeah, Nelson. You just. I like it. Just right out.
Oh, you just go Nelson.
We take
Nelson,
notes.
Bottega.
We take notes for a reason. There's a lot going on.
What did you say? This Styrian?
Styrian Dragon.
Sounds like a Game of Thrones.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we say it's Styrian Dragon, but I don't know if that's proper.
I think it's a dragon.
I think it's Styrian Dragon.
Okay, then that is a
But
Game
you're
of Thrones
going
character.
sounds-
It is.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Once again, this is a happy hour, so it's supposed to be very casual.
Yeah.
So this is
I
just
gotta loosen up.
loosen up. Yeah, it's
No,
okay.
We have a cool event happening here today. We have a guest food truck. If you guys don't know, we have a food truck here we have a mobile food kitchen here at Side Project now called Beers and Bites. We have an incredible chef named Adam Altmetter, who is just uber talented, and he has a beautiful food menu. But we featured a guest food truck 3. It's our third time now, Cousins Maine Lobster. So they're based in Nashville. They get their lobster shipped in every day, but they're actually outside doing food trucks, if you will. And they garner like a lot of people. So we've got a lot of new folks in the brewery right now that have never been here, which is really exciting. So And it's a Lenten Friday. For those of you Catholics out there.
That's right.
So it has been a busy Friday here at Side Project.
Forgot that.
Yeah,
Forgot
a lot
about
of
that.
new faces. Karen bartends at the cellar on Fridays now. Yeah, she literally just got to
I
bartending
ran
shift.
here from my shift,
Yeah.
from my bar shift.
True bartender style, like starts me on the way.
I literally was like, that's why I had to eat like 4 bites of lobster real quick.
Lobster roll.
Also, can I just plug quick Friends Day tomorrow? Yes, Friends Day. So Friends Day tomorrow. It's really to thank all of you lovely people for helping us reach our goal of donating a lifetime goal of over $100,000 to Friends of Kids with Cancer. Incredible. So like seriously, cheers to that. Yeah, cheers to you guys. Yeah, cheers to that. And it's literally thanks to you. So tomorrow we are celebrating that and continuing our goal. 1 to 4 tomorrow. Come on in. Any of the 3 locations. We're going to donate a portion of the proceeds to Friends of Kids with Cancer. There's going to be a balloon artist at the patio. Balloon artist Wayne, the balloon guy.
He's very, very good if you need a balloon.
And it's wild. You can be like, we need a Wayne the balloon man, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and they'll be like, oh. So
He's Disney characters.
Disney characters.
Yes.
Yeah. Bring the kids.
He makes a
Ariel.
mean Elsa, makes a mean Elsa.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's tomorrow. 1 to 4.
You know,
Come celebrate with us if you are if you're in town. And like Allison said, it's because of people like you guys. So like the Swans raffles and all of those raffles you guys participate in, that's what raise money for this. And it's incredible. Thank you.
Cheers to you. Absolutely.
cheers.
Cheers.
Do you want to get single thread?
Why
Do
not?
they have any specific
Yeah,
questions?
are there any questions?
Yeah,
No
any
questions
questions?
yet. They're just
hanging out watching us
They're
be
just hanging out
goofy.
How many folks we got, Shay?
There's 31 in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good happy hour.
You know what?
That's a great happy hour.
We can get that. We can export that list of names.
Let's export that. Dusty's ready to go. He's got his beer. He's cheersing us on
Yes.
on Charcuterie Club.
Yes.
I think if there's only 30 of them, we could do like Zoom next time. It should be awesome.
Yeah, you can see,
Yeah.
we can see all your
We can
faces.
see you guys. Yeah.
A little more interactive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Next time.
Amazing.
Next time,
Tiffany's here
42
too.
are gonna
Tiffany's
show
there
up.
too. Hi,
Oh,
Next time, 42.
Next time, all 75 Lakota members.
All 75 of you guys.
This is half of them.
Let's grab the single thread. I think Cory wants to
Why not?
pop that or talk about single thread.
Why not? So let's see here.
yeah.
Single thread of this. I just stole it from you.
Shay, Tim, do you want any Grisette? Or have Grisette?
Yeah, we got.
Well, now the
Try
mic.
have Grisette.
There's a whole nother bottle.
It's
Yeah.
Let me chug
Tim
this
Botchin,
up.
everybody. Tim Botchin, everybody. Tim,
Tim, you should get in there.
come on in. Our creative
I'm
director.
listening to it and it's unmuted.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
There's Tim.
Tim Botchin. You guys know
He makes
him.
us look good.
Hi, Dusty.
Hi, Dusty.
Shay, you gonna pop in and say hi?
Oh, wow. Stop.
Come on, Shay.
Yeah.
Come on in. Shay. The original Beat
Oh,
Side Project.
Yeah, Shay's been here since day
Staff
one
member. Yep.
at the cellar.
I'm the IT person today.
Yeah.
She does
We're-
many roles.
We're all jack of all trades.
Yeah.
I think.
true.
We try to be.
Yeah.
Try to be.
Yeah, we do our best.
Try to be.
All right. One question: can they spill any surprises for the upcoming Lacotery year?
Oh, good one.
We can tell them the first release.
I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. We can tell you that you're gonna
Derivation
see
after
2 derivations in the first.
In the first month to 2 months.
Is that exciting?
That's good.
Yeah.
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 Well, Derivation Grand Cru and then D18.
D18.
Yeah.
D18 is.
D18 and
What is
Derivation.
D18? I don't know.
Yeah. What is D18?
What's
Cory?
D18?
Oh. I like that. Tell me more.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope.
Should I spill the beans?
I didn't try it.
Well, they had-
they're mixed out.
Yeah, let's say,
Oh,
yeah.
you're right. I know what D18 is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was 19. I don't know.
Well, so for those who don't know, like, so if you're at Stout Week, we had Derivation Blend
On
18
Friday.
on
It
Friday.
was a surprise. Our only surprise
That's right.
of the week.
That's right.
Besides the 2. Oh, great. Sorry.
That's right. So D18 is kind of like a reintroduction of D8, which was been very fresh as one of my favorite derivations. As any of our coffee beers, they probably all drink better fresh than later. So this one does have coffee in it. It's got some coffee.
Chef Adams.
There's Adam. Adam, get over
Adam,
here.
He literally, he just bailed on us. But
So-
sorry.
No, this is great. This is a happy hour. This is what you do happy hour. Goofy. That was Adam. Adam does food here now, so if you haven't been by in a while, we have food. But D18 is a redux of D8, which D8 was one of my favorite fresh derivations for sure. We released D8 during BBT 18.
Oh yes, because we did D18. And
Was it
we did
BB 17?
sunrise.
Okay, D8.
Sunsets or something.
And then
Sunsets or sunrises. Sunsets.
So I've had kids since this happened, so I don't remember all these things as well as I used to. I think D8, anyways, D8 was coffee, coconut, and vanilla.
everyone that's their tasting room manager,
Okay.
Alex.
Yeah,
Russo.
so-
Alex Russo, he also does
You're
food.
gonna meet the whole company. You're gonna meet the
As
whole
they walk
group.
by, we'll bring them over.
Yes.
Yep.
We're all here.
Yay.
You need more water.
No, we'll get eventually.
Here, I'll fill it
We're
up.
fine. We're fine.
I'll go fill it up.
And we did coconut vibes and sunsets.
Yeah, I'm surprised to go during
Sunsets and cool expressionism. Yeah,
Which is not a word.
it's not. I made that one up, but it sounds like a good one, doesn't it? That's great. Co-expressionalism is a fantastic made-up word by myself.
So
I agree.
if you make it a word, I think that you have to make it the definition too.
Yeah, so what's the definition?
What's the definition?
It is the.
Collaboration and expression.
It is the. Yeah. It is two expressions at the same time.
Simultaneous.
With an ism, so it sounds super artsy.
Love it. Love it so much.
It's also an art form.
Yeah, it is a-
Romanticism.
Yes, yeah, I was gonna say.
Fun.
Yes.
Whatever.
Well, I mean,
Ism,
well, so co-expressionism was, was our bugs and Bigard's bugs in the same beer, and you're like, so it's kind of fun, yeah. And they live in that tank now too. So co-expressionism, that's what that idea behind that name.
Terry?
That's Terry.
It's
Oh,
Terry.
it's Terry. That's Terry.
So,
Name's Terry back here.
Trevor from Bigard's name's actually Terry. If you guys didn't know. So spread that around.
Trevor forgot my name 3 times in an hour, so I
After they
decided
sat together at a beer dinner.
to go ahead and let him know that his new name is Terry.
So we all started calling him Terry.
It was all in good.
Yeah, so
it
this
was all in
is
good
now-
fun and out of much respect.
This fooder's named Terry. This is where co-expressionalism came from, actually.
Yeah.
Back then, and then we did co-expressionalism Creek, Fremont, and Blau.
Purple.
No, and co-expert.
Al and I love purple.
It's cool to shorten your own word that you made up to coex.
Yes.
Well, we always call it coex internally. We in-house, we don't say co-expressionalism, we call it coex.
In fact, we also call Grisette Grizzy.
Grizz.
G-Boy 7.
Grizz, G-Boy.
Yeah.
Grizzle.
Grizz.
You put the number behind it, like G-Boy 6, G-Boy 7.
That was a big COVID.
That was a COVID thing.
It was. But we were all trapped in the same room for a long time. We said a lot of weird things.
We did.
Yeah. All of us were
You guys kept us actually sane.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
so much for that.
Yeah.
That was
Any
wild
questions?
time.
There are some questions. One you can't answer. One's how many new members were added this year.
We met. We'll never tell.
Lance
Just like 6.
There were some people that didn't re-up, so there's some new members out.
Yeah, If you have any friends that were in the Cory 2023 and they haven't re-upped yet, I will let them know that we can do it by Tuesday. But yeah, we were just trying to keep things fresh. We realized that like we're all getting older. I don't know about you guys, but apparently we are. And people are, they have different priorities. They have different things that they need to do, different lifestyles, and so. I think some people are phasing out. It's not a lot, but we always keep things fresh and give people new opportunities. So,
Yep.
Not a massive jump at all, but yeah, you guys know we'll never tell.
Yeah. And it doesn't change anything if we did, so.
Deb,
you gotta say hi.
Yeah, you gotta say hi.
He's just lifting half barrels over here.
Yay!
Yeah.
Devin Porter, should this man work in beer or what?
Yeah, his name is Devin Porter.
All right.
Gotta go.
If you didn't know, so you probably know him from the cellar, but now he's the assistant manager. We're so happy to have him at the brewery. So he's everywhere.
He was at the brewery and he opened up this role for me to take at the cellar.
So Aaron now bartends on Fridays. Yes. Yeah,
Did you
so
finish talking
come on
about
in.
D18?
No, we'll go back later.
Sorry.
We can talk about it in half an hour. I like it. No, don't apologize. It's great.
Still opening up.
Yeah, we're still just hanging out. This is perfect.
We've got
Allison's
we
like
got
on her
some shout, like shout outs to Josh and Tara Bell are in the chat.
Josh and Tara! We love you, the Bells.
Lance Clemens is loving the informal happy hour vibe, so definitely keep that. No need to feel like this needs to be a super produced.
Oh, thanks, Lance.
We don't
Lance
super
is
produce
the
you.
best.
We had hair and makeup. Well, that was a big, big thing.
Allison and I are wearing the same outfit once again.
I
Just to
would be wearing
confuse
that if I would have
folks.
had to change. I would have had to.
Wait, I should put my hair on this. How many people think that we're the same person?
Yeah. How many people out there think that have confused Allison and I before? It's a compliment. She's a babe.
No.
Greg Carey says hi everyone. We've got cheers from Saturday morning in Singapore.
Saturday morning.
Wow.
Cheers.
Are you having coffee?
Are you having coffee? It's incredible.
They're great time.
That's cool.
That's so cool.
Our friend Beef Bucket.
Yes, Raven
He
Scrap.
says, who would you like to collaborate with that you haven't yet?
Ooh, oh, what a little charming question.
Well, we can both answer that one. Go, you go first.
Think about it. I'm not sure.
Really?
There's so many.
That's cool. I would love to be able to go like blend lambic with like a Canty on a tree.
Oh,
Like from their
I mean,
stuff.
are these are pipe dreams?
Yeah, that's the point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like to actually like pick through their barrels or something like that and blend like actual lambic, or use some of their lambic for a blend like with our saison again. Which would be really cool. I think that'd be really cool. That's only because we're very fortunate. We have a lot of amazing friends, and we work with a lot of amazing people, and we've made a lot of amazing beer with those people. So I think it's the only collab we don't have really the process of like a friend that we actually haven't really worked with. Ivana de la Seine.
Oh yeah.
We used to go to Europe a lot more and travel down. Kids are getting older and stuff like that. And, honestly, American breweries are doing really well in America. We don't have, and so we just don't travel as much as we used to. And now there's no longer like the Shelton Fest, which we get to run into these guys every year. So it'd probably be something like that overseas.
Guys, this is Heather.
Heather's
one of the chefs on.
Yay!
Amazing. Heather, you should next time you have food, you should
Oh, okay.
pop it up.
Yeah,
should,
like
like,
right
give
next
it
to right next to the
Like
video.
that.
Yeah.
Exactly like that.
Perfect.
Exactly like that.
Love it.
What do you think, Tommy?
I can agree with all three of those. And then I was gonna say like Hershey's or a candy bar. Well, beer's changing so much, and
Hershey's.
I don't know, Ghirardelli. I don't know. It'd be fun to do something just fun and nothing serious.
Yeah.
No, but for real, Cantillon is high on that list, but there's the possibilities are endless.
Hershey's are weird.
You know who we met the other day that I didn't know that anybody, and we've never met anybody from there, but Treehouse, the Treehouse guys stopped by the other day. They were super cool, and I said to them, I was like, I didn't know you guys existed. I was like, we'd never met them, and like you all been out and like, and they're like, yeah, we until now, like they haven't participated in a lot of stuff, but I thought it was really cool that they're like, they're starting to branch out and
Yeah, they're big.
it could have fooled me. You guys know more about beer
Fun
than
fact.
I do.
I know.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. The other brewery.
Yeah, we learned about their
They were really
their spirit program.
spirit program.
They were really nice.
They're doing so many cool things, and super neat to see.
Somebody popped one of their cans in our virtual tasting bucket for beer. So I was like, oh, we're supposed to try a Treehouse beer.
If I can ask a question to you guys, who would you like to see us collaborate?
That's a good question.
Oh, run it back.
Did you hear that on there?
Yeah.
Did they hear that? I hope
Can you guys hear that?
Or you can even type it, Shay.
And you saw
They can definitely hear you. Yeah.
And derivation. It's good. It's happier.
we're not drinking derivation again.
I'm gonna go play darts for a while. It's happier. Catch me over by the pool table.
Just, like,
When's the apps coming?
Follow Cory.
Yeah,
like,
when's the apps coming?
Oh, how many of you guys would like to see like the day in the life of Cory, like where he wears a little camera on his forehead?
How about that? He's at the gym.
My
playing
life is
basketball.
not as exciting as it once was when it comes to the business.
I think they would like
MJK,
that.
No, he just sits in his truck on the phone. He sits in
I'm
his
gonna
truck
try on
on
the
the
phone a lot.
phone
I'm gonna try going.
with
Yeah.
our landlord or our accountant or our banker, just in his truck
Or
on the
with our
phone.
vanilla bean broker.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not as exciting as it once
Yeah.
was. On that day, if I ever did that, I'd be like, wake up in the morning, I'm gonna open an OWK,
Zool.
have a sip,
Zool?
like
Somebody
go
said
to
Zool.
The Zool Lager collab.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
Brad is
Dusty.
awesome.
That was Dusty. I bet.
That's awesome.
Cross-cream barley wine collab.
That's awesome. We're gonna work with Brad for sure. We gotta get that lined out. Brad's awesome.
In fact,
Brad
our
is
boys are in
cooler
Tampa
than
right now.
Brad's cooler than Dusty.
Get some shade, dude, bro.
Mary's better at golf. Too.
Oh, sorry. Love it. No,
Dusty, I would've
that's
gone
actually a great one.
Yeah.
That's a great one, Dusty. If Dusty's gonna put that on.
More off-color collabs as well.
Yes.
Lafleur.
John.
I
John
know.
Lafleur is a hero.
I know.
Love Lab.
He's an Asian man.
He really is.
He's slept on my couch plenty of times.
Just remember, when we worked at Grisette.
he had a hotel to stay at. It got wild.
Yeah.
I let him into my apartment when I wasn't there to look at my cats. He wanted to meet them. I said, sure, go into my apartment. I'm not there.
I love it.
Our brewers, Mikey and Rich, are in Tampa for Tampa Beer Week, and they actually went to a Zool Tiki night last night.
Yeah.
And they said they had a blast. In fact, we might be able to phone them in, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure
I'm
how to
getting
do
reports.
that.
I'm getting a report live from Tampa. No, they have an event right now. They're at a really cool event called Backyard Buddies with the Vale, Monkish, and us. Yeah.
And us.
Trillium?
Really?
I don't think so. I don't know
You
if
know
it's down
who
there.
we're about.
Yeah.
But they're drinking some cool IPAs at a place called Nebraska Mini Mart. It's like
And lager.
a cool lager.
And lager
Duff,
beer.
Tommy Fresh, Lazuli.
Yeah.
More collab requests. Nebulous Floodlands.
Floodlands.
Oh my
Sure.
God, Floodland.
Hill Farm said
We've climbed
we've
the
done
Yeah, we released a
TH.
lab
Is that
for
Treehouse? TH?
Treehouse.
Or is that could be Tired Hands?
We're talking.
We got time.
We did a
Summer-
tire
Hands Club.
Summer Life. And
Oh.
our friend, this guy named Chris Coleman, said definitely more collabs with CWH.
Oh, that's so
Not sure what
interesting.
that is.
Big wine house.
WH.
Yeah, no clue. I think it's.
I know what it is. I was trying to make something else up.
Yeah, too bad.
I was trying to have a clever I
Cool
was like,
Wives House.
And we're like, I said cool. I was thinking Cool Witch House.
I was trying to make something up that was clever, but no, yeah. The Clayton Winehouse Parfait last year was great.
And now Dusty says, tell us about Single Threads, the first time popping mine.
Oh, lovely.
Please, I would like to hear about it as well.
You got it. So Single Thread. So Single Thread's a beer we blend just for you guys, guys and gals, for just the coterie. This last one for last year was our first use of Marionberries. So Marionberries are almost blackberries. They're very, very similar to blackberries, but they're not just blackberries. So when we get our blackberries from Oregon, we got these from Decker Farms in Oregon. Decker actually divides out their blackberries, their Marionberries, their black raspberries, their raspberries. They divide them all out so we can get different varietals of these. So it'd be kind of the same thing as saying, apples. There's a lot of apple varietals. There's actually a lot of varietals of other fruit as well. So this is our first time using Marionberries. So it's an experiment, as most of the single threads are with you guys, and we make these ideally delicate, fruity, just saison that's just for you. That kind of defines who side project is. That's also just a beer only for you guys and gals. So this is our first use of Marionberries, and then at bottling, we back blended with fresh beer, like beer de copage style, because we found lately that not only does it, I think, make the beer better young, the beer actually even ages better in the long run as well, because it has that little pop of fresh beer that hasn't gone through the same length of age that maybe the beer and barrel has. So it's been something that Tommy and I have done a lot lately on a lot of our fruited beers and our sours is, even if it's under 10%, like let's throw a little bit of fresh, and we say fresh, it's been an oak already, but maybe only an oak for, 3 months as opposed to a year. Because this base beer for this one was Oud Fermier, so it had been an oak for more than a year, and it was on Marionberries for a long time. So it had the depth and complexity of a beer we want to sell to you guys as single thread. But we back blended with a tiny bit of fresh beer, and it still tastes right now like the day we released it. So, and we released this again really early last year too.
Yeah,
Like,
it was one
so this is one of the
included
first.
beers.
Yeah. So this has been a year already for you guys. So this is going to age really, really well, I think, in the long run. Megan, you want to come say
Megan,
hi?
come say hi.
Megan, get over here.
Yes.
Megan, get over here.
Megan now business manager extraordinaire.
Megan,
She-
get in
you all
here.
know, you all know this badass. Yeah.
Megan, get over here.
A lot of stuff. Lots of stuff.
Lots of stuff.
A lot of keeps the lights on amongst a lot of other things. A lot
Place
of
would
other
crumble
things.
without
Yes.
her.
She
There's
runs
911
the
and there's
ship.
Megan.
And she bosses us all around because we need it.
Runs the ship. Runs the ship.
Call Megan before 911.
Yep. Yep. She'll have a better
Megan
answer.
will probably respond.
She'll
She's
have
like,
it.
I got it on the ring camera. I'm ready.
She'll have a better answer.
She already ordered from Amazon before you even asked her.
Anyway, that's single
You
thread.
have an Amazon package though.
Thanks. I haven't had this yet.
I had it back when we released it.
Yeah.
Last time I had single thread. So, I love this beer.
Don Patrick said it's delicious and it's far too easy to finish in one sitting.
Absolutely. Cheers, Don. Hey, Don. Good to see you last night.
Yeah, I saw Don Order up there. I think down the bar.
Yep.
So, anyways, that's single thread. Single thread. I want to say single farm. There's a lot of singles. Single thread. D18, which will be your second Derivation release of the early Cory, is rum and bourbon barrel this time. A new roast from Sump that we've been working with him, with Scott. It's a little bit of a higher roast. We call it higher roast. He calls it like barely medium. Scott does not roast very high, which is awesome. And then coconut flake and vanilla beans. So it debuted at Stout Week, just to knock it out. So if somebody that's watching about what it's in the Derivation.
I was just going to say thank you for everybody who stood in the snow if you were there on Friday.
Yes.
It was 60 on Tuesday, 70 on Wednesday.
Yeah, what a week.
Welcome to St. Louis.
Yeah, thank you so much for everything. Just doing this the whole week, but also that day because it was a chilly one.
Yeah.
It was a good day.
Do we try the next beer?
Yeah.
We're doing this. This is what, 5 to 6.
I'll look
right?
at them. Yep. Yeah, and we knew it would probably go over because we're chit chatting. But
It's
next is
5:35. We're good.
next
Happy
is Pulling
hours.
Nails 10.
PN10, yes.
10.
Yes.
What is your guys' favorite pulling nails? Oh, what? Their favorite?
PN8.
I was gonna say that he's gonna say PN8.
I like PN4. I like PN1. I liked PN10 a lot. I liked PN10 years because PN10 was a scribe.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I like PN10 years. So it's not PN10, it's PN10 years.
Oh, sorry.
No, I said the same thing. I just said it out
I just
loud.
abbreviate everything.
No, I just said it out loud. I just said the same thing. I like PN10 years because it's nostalgic for the very, very first PN.
Do we need 2 for these kids?
Sure, might as well.
Hey, Megan, you have a glass too? You drink with us? You good?
Great. Like a good person. Yeah, I got a wine key right there.
Someone says it's good to see all the OG staff there.
Oh,
Jamie, Catherine, and little Laura are watching.
oh, Jamie,
Oh, nice.
Karen,
Oh,
Sam Boardmeyer's in the house.
Morty.
He likes PN4.
yeah.
Okay.
And then
Boardmeyer fixed my tooth during COVID. There were no dentist office were open. I broke a tooth for the first time in my life. I was like, I am screwed. I was like, I don't
Megan
know.
was, and of course Megan was like, call Sam Borgmeyer.
And Sam was a gotcha. Thank you, Sam.
We're accepting sponsorships for these, so dental offices, we offer
Commercial breaks?
Yeah.
Commercial
Like, Wayfair, IKEA. Daycare.
Target?
Daycare. provider.
Southwest Airlines.
Yes.
Keep going.
Four Seasons in Hawaii.
Doc Martens, Lunchbox,
Vans off the wall.
Blackstone Grills, Green Eggs.
Red Carey says PN3 was the beer that really got into
PN3,
Side Project at
yeah.
our first visit to the cellar.
PN3.
Rachel Brad, and Baby Christine.
We need to do, you know what? I think the next time we do these happy hours, we're going to line up every Pulling Nails.
And a bottle of Tums.
And it'll be sponsored by Tom.
I'll be a moderator.
We'll need a bigger group.
Yeah.
This is a good question. Side Project Blended series still going. Is there a 2024 release plans?
Nice
Well, great question. Is there?
So blended's every 3 years. So technically, yes, there's a blended 2023 conditioning right now, and there'll be more coming soon about that. It's very lovely. Obviously, if you don't know about our blended series, so blended is inspired by Lambic. It's a blend of 1, 2, and 3-year-old beers. Blended 2023 just passed its final QC last week. So very soon, you'll have blended 2023. Sorry, I'm burping all the bubbles. So hope that helps. Did they hear that?
Yes, they said yay.
Yeah, awesome.
Speaking of
Blended 2023. We have blended 2023 and vintage 2020 coming.
Yeah, it's great.
Someone
So,
said
two of
I'm on
those
my
beers.
last bottle of Blended 2020, so that's great news.
2023 is coming.
And someone said thanks for the invite to La Coterie this year.
Oh,
welcome.
yay!
Welcome. To you. Welcome. You're one of the 6.
15,000.
And we,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, we invited
16,000.
20,000 people total this year.
Yes.
And we do
Rachel manages all of those people.
Yeah.
and we do joke about that a lot, and we do, like, you know, people always want to ask, like, we're a small brewery. I don't think people realize how small we are. We only make 1,300 barrels of beer a year. Ask your other breweries around that you know. We make 1,300, and I probably guarantee that most of your breweries you ask them are making more than we do. So we're just a small brewery. These are a pain in the butt, so they're not very easy to make a lot of beer from. And so La Coterie's small. What is it? Oh,
He's just
I know,
looking at, he's
I
looking at
know.
you affectionately.
They're not the easiest thing. They're not the easiest thing to do. And so obviously our La Coterie, it'd be awesome if everybody can be in La Coterie. But we can't. We just don't have that, and it's tough because we always want to make sure that we release a high-end beer or something special, that there's enough bottles to at least fill La Coterie. And even now, La Coterie members, some of the times we don't even have that bottle. They know that every now and then that doesn't happen. So that's why. You know, we try.
Oh. Yeah, and we're really going to work on, like, some of those first come, first serve, like, releases. We're really going to work on, because of the lag in emails for 2024, we're really going to focus on, like, scheduling those so that it really is first come, first serve, and you guys don't feel like, I feel bad about the lag in emails, and I just want you guys to know that, like, you are our number one priority, and we don't do any sale, like, nilly-willy, like, they're talked through meticulously, almost ad nauseum.
We try to talk through everything and plan it out so much, guys, before we do release it, because we want to make sure we never mess it up and
make you happy.
and make you happy. Seriously. So
we're working on that. So yeah.
You guys make our world go round.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Talking about those really cool, like the blended and like the Lambic-esque styles, we got Swans again this year, so we're so excited about that. Yes, it's on April 20th. We're gonna do a big party here at the brewery, old school style, close the whole place down, sell tickets in person and online. So get ready for that. It's coming. Blog will be up next week.
Blog week next week for more information about
Right.
details. Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. Oh,
My
There
contribution.
we go. Wait, and there's some presents.
Oh, yeah.
That cheese sauce is made with PX1. If you guys have
There we go.
our PX1
Beer
IPA
cheese sauce.
pale ale.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious. I'm sorry you can't taste it on
thanks,
screen.
Heather.
Thanks, Heather.
Yum.
That's great. So what you have in front of you now, if you're drinking along with us, if you're not, what's your name? Maybe pound and
There's your
750.
water.
There it is.
Just sell
Didn't
some
think
water.
about that actually, but we are having these.
Take
So,
your time. It's done like I can't.
well, maybe next time even some of them will get together as their own little happy hour group, so
Oh,
we
that'd
can
be
have
cool.
like But nonetheless, it's being Pulling Nails 10 years. So Pulling Nails was our people thought that at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Because it was like puffing nails. Because
For only on blend one.
only on blend one. So
It's very.
it was very loopy. It looked like a F. It didn't look like an F. It looked like pulling.
My mom thought
But
it
Puffing nails.
So the word pulling nails is us. When we taste from barrels, we pull nails. When we pull nails from a barrel, we can pull beer out from the bottom without disturbing the pellicle on top. So pulling nails was during our second release, I believe. Our second release had pulling nails in there as well. I'll have to look. Man, that's so long. Oh yeah,
I bartended that.
yeah. So that was back when we were releasing these beers at perennial.
I was like, Cory, can we have a keg? And he was like, no.
No.
We released the first Pulling Nails February 2014.
February 2014.
Wow, Allison on the.
That's
on
quick.
Can you find that on our?
That's from memory.
Is that from Beer Archive?
Yes. Oh no, it's not.
So
Grizzy.
it's a tough beer for us to redo because it had a beer in it called Saison de Rouge. So Saison de Rouge was 100%.
Loves that beer.
Yeah, it was 100% red fermented, red Saison that was dry hopped. I like red IPAs, and so that made a red Saison. And at the time, I had the color red really dialed in, which is actually a pretty hard color to knock out. We now have a new mash tun here and stuff, and the last couple times, like, it's just red's hard to do. And at the time, I had this like red really, really dialed in. No, it has nothing to do with you guys, but it's all of us. It's changed.
I'm colorblind. I actually don't.
Yeah. But we
Orange
rebrewed.
and brown.
We rebrewed Saison de Rouge to have for a blending component to make this beer. And the cool thing about this beer is it's bottle conditioned with our house bread strain that you found in Bread Project #1 and in Home. So in Home, that bread strain used to bottle condition this beer. And then at the same time, like when this beer is finished, it always tastes like it has ripe strawberries in it, no fruit. And strawberries is a weird flavor because usually strawberries aren't cool in beer. It doesn't taste great. But this beer is tasting like strawberries without using strawberries. So that's Pulling Nails 10-year in a nutshell. I know some people always put fruit in their beer or they don't want to make amber sour beer, but it's a beer that it's nostalgic for me, and I love how it tastes. It's one of my favorite Pulling Nails we've ever done. Again, as well. Just because I love the straightforward beer that's no frills, if you will. No frills. That's the series. Okay, back to darts. Go play darts. Go play
Darts. Okay, darts. Forget
back to happy hour. Sorry. Back to happy hour.
Let us know if you guys are drinking anything besides what we're drinking. Just curious, like if you guys are opening different bottles and whatnot.
Good job, Allison.
Someone's been thinking about cracking double-barrel Maple in the Wood.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, Brad Clark.
Oh, Brad Clark.
Brad Clark.
Crap.
Brad Clark.
I wish that we had Brad
No, it's
here.
Brad.
I wish we had Brad here.
So Brad Clark is one of the best people.
Sure is. Sweetheart. Yeah.
Didn't you guys like spend a Christmas with him?
Yeah.
Like he's like
He helped us decorate our tree.
Stay at our home with you
because he's like a good friend.
When Brad comes to town, he stays with us at our house.
Besties for the
They
besties.
just bought him and his fiance Adair just bought a brewery out there. Yeah.
Mountain.
Well, they all obviously have private press.
Mountain
Santa Cruz Mountain Brewery. So they obviously have private press, and they have Sante Darius, and then they bought Santa Cruz Mountain Brewery, which has been around for I think like 20 or 30 years. It's been around forever, and it's right next door to Brad's place, which is great. And it's like one of those like mainstays in California beer, and it's on a bike trail. It is beautiful, and Brad can now make some of his stouts there as well as brew them at the bigger brewery. So I hope they're the best and all that. I'm excited to go out there one day and go see it. Yeah. Are you guys texting notes in class?
Nope.
Nope.
We have people drinking Home, Apex Predator,
Yes.
and Eduardo Fermier.
Yeah. And for me,
Yeah.
yes.
A question, Tommy and Cory, how have you guys been brewing together?
How what?
How long have you been brewing together?
Probably all 10 years.
I guess since
No longer than that.
perennial days.
I know, but I was only at Perennial like a year before we started Side Project. When did you start Perennial?
2013.
Yeah, so probably as long as we've had, as long as Side Project's been in existence, 10 and a half years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tommy and I worked together at Perennial.
My first job was to bottle PM
Was that the very beginning?
at Perennial after.
Yeah, Tommy and I remember that day. So we bottled N4 all day.
On the Maheen.
On the Maheen.
All evening
Oh,
after working at
was it all evening?
It's
I
a
can't remember
very
if it was evening.
manual.
We ended up in a biker bar drinking Budweiser buckets late night after that. So it was a day well spent.
Tommy was like, Tommy came home and we were married and everything. And he was like, Cory wants me to
Cory talked to me.
Cory wants me to work with him tomorrow. Cory wants me to like hang out with a bottle after I get to Perennial. He's like, I think I'm gonna do it. I was like, yeah, you should do it. And he was like, yeah. He's like, I can't believe he asked me. I was like, got really weird.
Tom and I've been friends ever since.
Yeah.
So if you haven't noticed, like this whole company is we're all really close. We're small, so we have to be pretty close to the people that are around us. So Tom and I worked together for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then he came over here and started working with us here, which is awesome.
He said, "Come on over." I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
Someone's drinking a Gin B18 beer today.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
nice.
a beauty.
Such
Such
a
a
lovely-
We got another gin beer coming soon.
We
Oh.
do. We do.
Let's talk about it.
It's just
Nothing to talk about. Does it have bubbles yet? Or is it no bubbles yet?
it's in bottle conditioning phase, so we'll leave it at that. But so TBD on release date.
Yeah.
It's a fun little kind of delicate saison aged in a still 630 barrel. One rack of that, and then another rack where we were kind of messing around with the Parfait 6 strawberries, and so we had ordered up a bunch of different strawberries, and just nothing seemed to fit. So we obviously had a bunch of extra strawberries on hand, but nothing was wrong with them necessarily. We were just going for a very exact profile for the stout. So to not make waste, we just took the strawberries. I did, and me and the brew crew, and we re-fermented those on some Hefe. We have a foeder that actually has a blend of Hefe and Marietta Ave. It's really lovely. So we took that mature beer and we racked it into a small format on some strawberry, and it turned out crazy awesome. And then at that point, we had no idea where we were going with it. But yeah, just kind of let time kind of guide us, if you will. And then things kind of came together. We racked those two racks together, and then went on to Rare Tea Cellars and got some Swiss foraged juniper berries, which are just incredibly fragrant and awesome. Kind of just thought bring it back to life a little bit, the gin aspect. So kind of externally just kind of infuse those, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's just like everywhere we do, it takes time. So it will be in a glass near you sometime soon.
Hopefully this year.
But yeah, it's a fun kind of out of the box project for us. We don't do a lot of gin barrel aged beers, but nonetheless, here we are, and yeah, excited about you guys trying it. Let us know how you
People
think.
like gin beers.
Yeah,
Me too.
it's just a fun kind of small project. There's not going to be a ton of it, but yeah, hope you guys get to try it.
Shay, Eric, Timbo. Yeah, gin barrels. We always get those questions like, why don't you make more gin barrel stuff? Gin barrels are almost impossible to get.
Yeah.
And then when you do get them, they're not always great. I mean, just think about, I don't know if you're gin fanatics, not very people, but think about how many barrel-aged gins are even available in the market. Like if you were to go to the store right now and like, I want a barrel-aged gin. Not a lot of them. So finding gin barrels obviously is pretty hard. So fortunately, Still 630 locally here is awesome. We use a lot of his rye barrels and obviously rye BBT. It's rye BBT is from his rye and Willet rye. He had some gin barrels for us.
Yeah, some of those barrels hold up to some of our favorite Willet barrels. I would be lying if I didn't
Agreed.
Tell you that. I mean, they're just phenomenal barrels. So the brewing team and beyond agree with that as well.
I actually don't know this. Where did you get the gin barrels for the new beer?
Still 650. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're in. Yeah, like
No, for the new ones, if not us, the taster.
Absolutely, go for it.
those barrels kind of drop in our lap randomly. He's a small business here in St. Louis, so like it's just like kind of how we are. Like it's not a planned thing. He'll just call us and let us know he's got barrels available, and then we'll just kind of use them as we can. So yeah, it's a fun opportunity whenever it kind of pops in our lap. For sure.
Any plans for another adjuncted barley wine?
Yes.
That came from our friend Dusty.
Yes, Dusty. Maybe you can make burritos out back while we're.
Oh, yeah. The way to our hearts is food.
Yeah.
And snacks
And wine.
For
Yeah.
sure.
and
Yep.
wine.
Order it now.
Yep. Bourbon.
I like that. Yeah, we have Continuance 5 in the works.
Yep.
We've got a lot of this barley wine that we brewed with
Pecans.
We did a barley wine with pecans in the mash tun. Pecans, the flavor of the pecans didn't really come through, but obviously we'll have to say pecan because anybody with a nut allergy. But we're gonna figure out what to do with that base. We've got some fun things back there. We have a lot of barrels back there, which is great.
We do.
For purpose. So.
We're working on the next parfait as well.
Yes, we are. Yeah.
I'm staring at the tank that's containing the next infusion. Which
All the stuff.
We'll leave that a mystery for just a second, maybe. 5 minutes. But we'll see.
Can we say that like
Can we say
Rich
it?
Leclerc pushed pretty hard on
Oh
it?
no,
I think that's a good hint.
Absolutely.
So Rich Leclerc. So
He might be buzzing it in soon.
is he, I'm not gonna say what it is because that's all him. But Rich Leclerc, you know,
That's one of our brewers.
Yeah, one of our brewers.
I think that he spearheaded some ideas and he knows what he likes.
He's a driving force on this product for sure.
He definitely
We definitely kind of look to him to see
put his power on it.
what's his next.
I don't know how to do it. I'll
idea,
do
but
it.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
When it comes to steering that project for sure.
For sure.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I
You're
think
king in the house.
For us or them?
Don't look at me.
yeah.
Good.
So I love clear hoppy low ABV beer. Clear
West
hoppy
Coast IPA. You
low
like?
ABV.
Yes.
Clear hoppy low ABV beer. That's like my favorite clear hoppy beer. So I was talking last night with some customers that think we need to do hops for Kieran again because I love that beer. That's my beer, but I don't think we can do it Kieran because people were like,
Well, what's wrong with the name Karen?
Kieran.
Nothing. There's
Nothing.
nothing
So
wrong.
I was just curious if you guys we could brew something similar to that again, but we need a new name. We need a new name.
Oh,
People don't like
Katie
Kieran.
Patricia?
Katie Patricia.
Katie Patricia? Can you tell the story to
Hey,
I think it's
everybody?
called Katie Patricia.
Karen,
Oh, Karen, that's Karen. You can tell them the story about Katie Patricia if you
we,
like.
so Karen thinks that because Karen thinks that we shouldn't call House for Karen because obviously there's a
I can't.
connotation with the name Karen these days. And if you've ever met Karen King, which I'm sure most of you have, she's the antithesis of that. She's the most lovely, kind human being who would never, ever ask to speak.
Karen is not far.
I like to
She
speak to
doesn't
the
have short,
manager.
she doesn't have short
Starbucks.
hair.
I
She doesn't have long
I like
hair.
to
She
speak
doesn't
to
have
the
a
Starbucks
stack.
manager all the time. I'm like, I'm that.
You don't even go to Starbucks.
I
My
don't.
frappuccino, my
Yeah.
mocha
My
frap was.
my cappuccino is
This
nice.
is warm. I don't know what are you complaining about. I don't understand. But, yeah. Anyway, so if you have any new names for us,
Some name night. But Katie Patricia, you should tell us about that. Yeah.
Katie Patricia was my pet rat. When I was little.
Karen, did you think that you'd be talking about Katie Patricia
So,
today?
do you
I
guys
was hoping
want
she would
to
never talk
know-
about Katie Patricia
You guys
ever
wanna know
again.
more
I
about
think it's
her?
one of the best things ever.
I'm joking. I'm
So-
joking.
Katie
I'm
Patricia
joking.
lives rent free in my brain.
Katie Patricia, when I was little, I don't know, some of you might have children, but I wanted a hamster or a gerbil or a little bunny rabbit or a chinchilla. I wanted a cute, soft little animal.
Rodent.
And-
Wombat.
But my dad, I don't know if you guys know Phil, my dad told me, he goes, you know, rats are the smartest of the rodent population. So,
If you've met Phil, this under makes a lot
Yes,
of
that
sense.
makes sense. So I was like, oh, cool. All right, I'll get a
Give
rat.
me a rat.
So I got a rat. Her name was Katie. But for some reason, they got really hooked on the full name, Katie
You
Patricia.
introduced us and not introduced us. You told us about her as Katie
It's a
Patricia.
fantastic
Full
name.
name,
It's such a
Katie
good
Patricia
name.
Ivers.
Katie Patricia Ivers. Anyway, so I had a rat. My mom was like, "Oh, I really like the rat, but I don't like her tail."
Yeah, same.
She was tan. She was a gray or
Okay.
white.
Okay.
She was
Okay.
tan.
New
She
York
wasn't
City
dirty
rat.
dishwater
She
gray.
did
She
have
had
like a
like a
really
tail?
long tail.
I didn't know there was a tan rat. Yeah,
But
right.
here's fun fact. Rats are very smart. This is true. Rats are very smart. She would escape out of her cage at night. She figured out how to open it. Oh, sorry. She kept me up at night, like rattling her wheel. So we had to put her into the laundry room because at night I was like, Katie Patricia's so loud. So anyway, she was in the laundry room, and at night, Katie Patricia figured out how to escape, and she would get out and she would chew the laundry machine like
Wires.
tubes, like piping tubes. Anyway, so one morning we woke up and the house was completely flooded because of Katie Patricia. Like we're talking like
We've never
sopping
heard this story.
carpet,
This
I
is
have
true
sopping
reaction.
and then unfortunately she died shortly after because she'd been eating the black tubing, like behind the rubber, the black rubber.
I think what we're getting at is that Cyberdeck is going to have a new brewery rat.
Or I was
Domesticated
thinking that's
brewery rat.
bigger
I was gonna
Katie
say,
Patricia.
Katie
Yeah.
Patricia.
I have a
Yeah.
feeling that
And
there's
Katie-
no issue with the TTB. You're good. Like,
As long as we keep the rat out of the tank,
Katie
I think
Patricia.
we're good.
Eric,
Long live
Eric,
Katie
anybody
Patricia.
has for Katie Patricia. Yeah, all three are Katie
There's our
Patricia.
rat story.
There you go.
For the
Did you
night.
guys want to know the rat story?
They did.
Yes.
They did.
Everyone loves
It'll be
the
the
rat.
only rodent in our brewery because we have a very Knock on
clean.
wood.
Yeah,
We don't have any rats.
That could be actually
Or
a
mice.
collaboration thing with Off-Color.
Keep Patricia.
Laughter would like that.
Laughter's such a he's such an animal lover, but it's a story about a rat that died.
Well, all animals do die.
Yeah,
Tribute.
but all good stories are tragic. All animals do.
Wow. It's a tribute.
That was deep.
All
Yeah.
live off the press,
So
all
smart.
animals do
That
die.
was deep.
She was just so smart. Phil was right. The moral of the story is that Phil was right. She was smart.
What do you need, Timbo? You get?
Oh, Michael Manning says we're here, but we can't hear anything.
I said
so.
you don't need to hear, just buzz in and yell.
Oh, they're on it too.
I don't know how.
Should we put user in timeout?
Yes, put him in timeout. Mike Minning's not allowed to talk anymore.
Yeah.
Mikey!
Wait, say hi. They just need to say hi.
We need to talk about this beer or not?
Oh yeah.
Should we have I just don't know.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah. We do
Well,
not.
I mean, I could tell more stories about rats, but I'll do that.
Well, no, we're at first we need to make hops for Karen again. We need to do this.
Yes, we do need a new name.
I like hops for Karen.
Maybe hops for mom.
Because Oscar made that label.
Yeah.
Oscar, OWK Oscar made that label
He
for
was
Karen.
4 at the time.
He was 4 and he wrote it out. I wrote the letters and he.
He's 7.
Yeah, that's true.
He was 4.
Oh yeah.
And we haven't brewed that beer in a while.
Wow.
Do they know? Can they join? I don't.
Oh, you want to talk about
You were talking about, you were
Yeah,
talking about 4LC.
4LC. Have you guys popped 4LC?
Yeah, 4LC.
Are you guys drinking 4LC?
No, 4LC. We didn't pour D18. I should have brought that. So we have 4LC. If any of you are opening yours, you may be saving it. What was it? We did a survey, was it last year? And a lot of people's favorite, one of their favorite shared beers was BA Ambiente. And so I know a lot of you guys enjoy that beer. That's a beer that Karen and I brewed 12 years ago in our kitchen. In our house we were renting, the very first recipe of that beer. It exploded all over the kitchen, made a mess. It actually ran across the kitchen floor. It was a house we were renting. It ran under the stove, and I guess under the stove there was a crack or something. It ran into the basements. Like, it made a mess. Like, when we did the test batches for what became of Abraxas. So we still brew that base beer a lot, and we didn't do BA Ambiente this year, but I know a lot of you guys like that beer. And so when we did this beer, we did the same adjuncts as would have been BA Ambiente, but after adjuncting, we missed the barrel pop. We wish it had more barrel pop to it. So we decided after adjuncting it that we would put it back in barrel. So we double barrel aged beer for you guys, which is the first time we've ever done adjuncts then barrel. And then so we went back in the barrel for a little bit more aging, get a little more barrel pop. We blended it. It actually touched some artifact barrels. It touched a honey barrel. Fun beer. And it just actually worked. It turned out really, really well. At the end, at bottling, we added a little more vanilla beans because vanilla always tastes awesome. Tastes like side project, makes it taste luxurious in my mind and tasty. So I hope you guys enjoy 4LC because it was just for you guys and gals. And yeah, hopefully maybe every year we can figure out something to do stout-wise, malty-wise for you guys exclusively. We'll have single thread and then a 4, maybe you're like a 4LC or some other name. Maybe 4LCs are rotating. I don't know. Becomes something different every year.
She's beautiful.
It turned out lovely. Like
We have
because I love BA Ambiente and I like this more.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. You know what I mean? I mean, I love BA Ambiente and this to me tastes even better. That's a quick one on that. Back to happy hour.
Tiffany is asking if we can get a D12 remake.
Tiffany loves D12.
Yeah.
Oh,
D12 is we can do D12 again.
Remind me what D12 was?
D12 was maple coconut and vanilla.
Oh my gosh, how cool.
We have plenty of maple syrup, Tiffany.
I know you hate them.
D12 was big.
Barrel aged maple
I like
syrup.
D9 a lot.
D9 was
I
great.
like D12.
Now D9 we're kind of attempting again. We have bliss maple barrels at the warehouse. Now we can talk about like next year maybe. Like we'll see how it ages. Because the D9 was bliss maple barrels. That was a smaller beer compared to what our beers are now. And so we made a little bit smaller. Like we say smaller, but we can always blend it to make it bigger. But it needs more barrel pop. So yeah.
Who was actually that's online? Who was there for the D9 release when we did like the pancakes? Yeah, literally a guy making pancakes. It was a July. It was Ronnie Trigliato and Mike Morelli.
Yeah, it was Ronnie and
Like
Mike.
1,000 degrees that day, and it was a pancake day.
Yeah.
And he was
We
like
did
over like
pancakes and stout. It
Yeah.
was 100 degrees outside.
every pancake. And
Remember
it was
that?
So busy. Yeah.
That was a
Yeah.
fun day.
It was a fun day, and now we have a chef, and so do free pancakes.
The whole thing was the first Saturday of August.
Oh,
First
yeah.
Saturday of August. Somebody knew that?
Okay, thank you. Dusty. Thank you, Dusty. That's amazing.
Love the pancakes, made the day.
Also, tomorrow there'll be free cookies for Friends Day, by the way. Adam got cookies. It's gonna be warm.
By the way, Ronnie's gonna be one of our neighbors soon.
Yeah, Ronnie Trick from owns Black Market Eats, and he's opening his second location here in Maplewood.
Yeah.
So Gout Watch 2024 for me.
Yes.
Uh,
If you live in St. Louis or come to St. Louis, Ronnie, they have Black Market Eats down in Midtown. I guess that area is probably called Midtown-ish. And they do sushi rolls the size of burritos. They are and poke bowls. But I mean, like when you think about it, like sushi rolls are great, and you're like make it the size of a burrito, and you're like that's even better. But anyways, it's amazing, and they're gonna be our neighbors. They're gonna be up here on Manchester in the old.
California style. Is that what they're going for? California. I mean, obviously it's Hawaiian.
It's awesome.
It's Hawaiian, but it's
So
yeah.
So he made pancakes, and now he's doing those.
Yeah. I literally put on Facebook. We didn't even have charcuterie club then, and I put on Facebook, "Hey, anybody able to make pancakes on this Saturday? Like,
Yeah.
we can talk about payment later." And like, I 45.
Yeah. Remember they had the griddle plugged in just up on the deck?
Yeah.
The griddle was just plugged in and just
They
making
made the batter
pancakes.
like the day before. Like,
It was
like,
so
yeah,
great.
we did it right below the brewery deck, right?
They took it serious.
Right.
So that's why we need to do more garage releases. Just do fun
Right.
things like
Who
that.
remembers before we had the slab, which is what we affectionately
That's
call
where people
the
stood.
pickup area?
People
Who
sat
remembers the brew deck where you could actually stand on the deck and play
darts
darts?
there.
Darts.
There was a dart
Yeah.
board.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like, I'm not
It was
going
very
to-
dangerous.
No, we ever played.
It was.
It was so good.
But it was metal tip. It wasn't the. It was real dart. It was real dart.
And
forgot about
the
that.
brewers would find the darts like by the mash tun.
Yeah,
They
they
would fly
missed the whole
over.
They'd be in the sump pit and clogging pipes. And
Like, how did you miss by 6 feet?
That's why I don't play darts.
They drank too much VA.
They missed 6 feet to the right, though. Like, that's a big
Okay,
miss.
maybe it was me, all right?
When we tore that up and poured the slab, there were so many darts underneath. There were so many darts in there. Yeah, there was a lot.
we had a staff party where we were throwing paper plates in the
Oh.
air. We were throwing the darts through the paper plates. We also found those behind the mash tun.
That was fun to watch.
Just, you know,
Staff parties.
That was a lot of fun.
Happy hour.
fun times.
Any
We still,
thoughts
is there anybody
for
still on
using
here? Or is there like
mezcal
3
barrels?
people now?
Did they all leave us?
No, there's 46 people in here.
Oh, hi.
Alright.
Got more beer.
Any
One
thoughts
more
for
beer.
using mezcal barrels?
Oh.
I do like mezcal a lot. I like scotch a lot. Those flavors don't work well in beer, in my opinion. It's very, very hard. Tequila, I mean, name an amazing tequila barrel aged beer. Go. Do you know what I mean? Name an amazing scotch barrel aged beer. Go. And so, like, it's hard. Like, the phenolics of mezcal, I mean,
DeMolin does some Scotch barrel.
DeMolin does do some really, really good stuff like that. So, anyways, so would it be
Tequila
interesting?
BA Assassin, Primary Effect by Sarah.
Who was it? What'd you say?
Primary effect by Sarah.
By
Sunday.
Sunday? Okay.
Tequila BA Assassin.
Tequila BA Assassin. I didn't
And
know.
then somebody else said none.
Yeah. But that's okay. No, it doesn't mean we would. It's just, that's an interesting one to attempt for sure. And I really like mezcal. So,
We all
agree.
like mezcal.
Love mezcal.
Yeah. I would want to make the flavors work. We would want to make the flavors work.
That a goes
Pretty dominant. It's a dominant flavor to overcome for sure.
That's awesome.
Didn't Sierra Nevada do like a tequila?
They did tequila
Like
Bigfoot,
Goza,
Bigfoot,
tequila,
or did they
tequila.
do tequila Bigfoot or tequila? No.
Oh.
I will say
Narwhal.
Tequila Abyss was awesome. Tequila Abyss is my favorite one ever. I'm getting texts just trying to make you laugh on camera. It's Chris called me. See, this is the interactiveness. See, the comment and
I love it. Those are weird memes.
yeah, they're
Those are weird.
no,
You're weirdo, Chris.
no, it's not.
This is kind of an interesting question. Any bucket list restaurants across the country or outside of the country that you'd love to do a side project beer dinner at one day?
Oh,
Wow.
I can name a lot. So we've all been in food and beverage now for 20 plus
How
years.
about Osteria Franciscana?
Yeah.
Like,
We've
kinda,
all
yeah.
been. We've all been.
Welcome over Turo. We love you.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out.
We've all been in food and beverage for a long time, so I could name a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Can we just go?
Alinea?
One time.
Yeah. I haven't eaten an Alinea yet. We want to eat an
They've been
Alinea really bad. We
Yeah.
went to single thread and yeah.
Single thread.
We did single thread last year with Brad and Adair, which was awesome.
They've
We
been
did
French
French laundry last year as well. We got to
No,
go.
that was 2 years
We
ago.
go there every weekend. Rachel does. She flies out. She flies out.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of, I mean, it would be cool. You know, beer will never get the appreciation that wine does and spirits do because it doesn't travel and age as well as those beverages do to be expensive on a list that can sit. I mean, we're very lucky because a lot of our beers could do that at these places.
I mean, not quite. I mean, like we were
Not as-
drinking 97 last night, and I'm like 90. Like that's.
Oh, at a wine tasting.
Well, I was like, yeah, we report old beer than that too, but not to 97.
Karen has a southern accent sometimes. If you didn't notice it, she's got a whistle through her teeth every now and then too.
Well, and it's funny. I feel like beer dinners are like people kind of make fun of us as of late. That like not make fun of us. People are like kind of like joshing us that like poke fun that like we participated in a couple beer dinners lately, and
Yeah.
like I think they're kind of making a resurgence.
They are.
I know it's very 2010, but
No.
it's like
The-
15, like you know.
I think the organization, the appreciation, and the quality have gone way up.
Yeah, and I
In
think
2010, it was like a grab. It was
Yes.
a grab for attention. Now it's like we really are doing these well.
right. And like I think like tech takeovers are even like kind of making like a little bit of a resurgence. Like for instance, like we're gonna release our collab with Other Half at the end of this month, an IPA and a barrel aged stout. And
March
we're gonna
30th.
March 30th.
Come on down.
Put it on your calendars. Garage release, baby, old school style. And we're going
Yeah.
to we're gonna do like a little tap takeover. We're getting like 5 or 6 kegs from Other Half. Like
Oh, sorry to be kicked you out of this.
a cool mix. No, so
Bye, Rachel.
so I feel like bye. Okay, we'll see you then. Bye.
No, get back in here. Sorry, I didn't realize you were leaving the camera.
She's involuntary talking.
Well, if it was a happy hour, you could make some room. But it's a
Oh,
camera
I
happy
almost just
hour.
knocked the table over.
Camera happy hour.
I have a lot of room
Oh,
over here.
dear
Do
me.
you want me to shove over?
Why
No, don't you shove over.
We haven't D18.
No, we're having beer.
I'm
teasing.
No D18. There's none in house. It's not waxed. I don't think it's waxed yet.
It's wax. No, it's a wax. Keep
Yeah.
going about the beer dinners.
No,
Beer
we're
dinners.
so we're bringing back some old school events. Yeah, and we think they're fun, and maybe you do too.
Well, now that we have Adam,
No, I was saying we did 2 beer dinners like 2 weekends ago.
yeah, and they were great.
They were
Yeah.
great.
They were very, very good. But now that Adam and Heather are here for food, we need to start doing some more food events here, which is great. We all, like I said, been in this restaurant industry for 20 years plus, and we love food as much as we do beer, and we can start focusing more back on that. Because there was a time period where they were overdone and they weren't done well, and then it just dried up to nothing.
It's like how we and like we sound like the shoots days because I did it.
You did a lot of.
Oh, I did a lot of pint nights.
That's all right, and then it just stopped.
Oh yeah.
And now, like, we can go back and like have a reset button. I think it was.
Yeah.
It was like
I was talking to Alex, our tasting room manager at the brewery, about good dishes that Side Project Beer pairs with. He made ramen from scratch, and he was talking about peche de fermier. And I was like, that's incredible. I opened a dal blanc when I made ramen from scratch. Is there any dish that you think that Side Project Beer pairs best with, that like you drank it with barbecue or with some dish that you're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing? I'd be curious to know. Yeah,
Keep
let's
talking,
know.
sorry, keep talking.
Oh no,
I'm so sorry. We're just talking.
We're side talking.
Side talk.
We're side talking.
Does anybody want to hit on the coffee crawl variations? Someone's asking.
oh yeah, so we'll do. I mean, we're gonna do our regular like fan faves. We'll do Blueprint, some Caldies, La Cosecha here in Maplewood, and Living Room here in Maplewood, and super stoked for the fact that we're doing a Maplewood coffee crawl beer in a can. It's a coffee stout in a can. Now, guys, it is partially barrel aged.
It's all barrel aged.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
Because Al and I can't keep our shit together.
So they're nitro cans. They're gonna be nitro cans.
I love it. It's a blend of barrel aged imperial
We thought it
styles
was
that
like
we
parfait
teamed up
style.
with.
That was like some barrel aged beer.
Like a percentage of barrel aged.
It's all barrel aged.
So it's a blend. It's a blend of our stereotypical. If you think of side project barrel aged style, big, rich, thick, viscous, and it's kind of like a barrel aged experimental beer. It's just a small stout. It was like 9% going milk.
Oh,
So this is much more approachable.
Okay,
And
so
it's
lower
in
ABV.
between. Yeah, and
It's
so
on 18%.
no, this is much lower ABV, much lower viscosity as well. This is much more approachable, and we're gonna
10,
and it's gonna be a
12.
much more approachable price because we want just people here at the coffee crawl that don't even.
Right.
A lot of people at coffee crawl think of coffee beer and it's like chocolate coffee stout
Right,
or something like that,
right.
which is okay.
Yeah.
And we're not going to be like, here's coffee derivation. They'll be like, I do not like, you know what I'm saying? Like we have to pull it back. And so we're trying to make something we're trying to grow coffee crawl again for Maplewood. You know, we do love our neighborhood that we're in, and we do things that way too as well, to try to develop that growth.
It's like 10% ABV.
Yeah, it's probably more closer to 10.
Okay.
And it's
So I
barrel
think that's Allison. I think. So we don't have anything ever going on here.
It'll literally, the cans will be called Maplewood Coffee Crawl.
Yep.
They'll be super exciting. 2-pack, 12-ounce cans. Can I say that?
Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I'm just selecting information. So we'll release those to go. What is also pretty cool is that we, for the first time ever, the seller is actually taking part in the actual crawl.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be on the crawl. The sleeping in session. Yeah. So that's 10:30 to 2:30. So it'll be great. So you can like actually explore Maplewood and some other cool businesses that are here. During coffee, the seller will have some coffee samples and beer. So that'll be cool. And then we'll also, all locations will have our variants that we've always used for the coffee crawl. So you guys should come on by. It's really fun.
Come on down. Busy March, man. We really do. You know, Friends Day tomorrow, coffee crawl the 23rd, and then other half release on the 30th. So, and then Swan's on 420. Swan's on 420. Yep. Yep.
Allison, you had asked about people's favorite beer pairings, and someone said bakery and SCF Pinot.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Good
awesome.
job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Can you
Good
bring
job.
it over to us
I
right now?
love a bakery.
Yeah.
Do you have
I
the
love
bakery
a
right now?
We love bakery around
Good
here.
job.
Love bakery.
Good pairing.
Thank you. That's
Where else?
Good pairing.
I will say somebody was asking about shipping direct to customers, and I will say we are working on that. We do hope to have that going at some point, but right now we're hoping and praying by this year that we'll be able to do that to at least Missouri customers.
Yes, yeah. So unfortunately, liquor laws for beer is different than wine and spirits. If we get direct shipped to all of you, we would immediately. We can't do that legally. Beer is not allowed to do that. So if you ever wonder why, that's what it is. So we're this year, and hopefully soon, we're going to open it up to Missouri residents. And we'll figure out how to work our way into that slowly so we don't mess anything up and do it the right way with all of you. And it may even just be Lakota members at first, because if you have a proxy that's in in Missouri, you know, you could order it under your name, ship it to your proxy, and then all your proxy has to do is slap a label on it and ship it to you, as opposed to your proxy having to build, you know, a shipment.
Yeah, proxies that build. in the
Yeah, the
basement.
proxy can just have they'll already be boxed up and ready to go. So the proxy have to do anything. So that's the idea to start.
We are working on it.
We're working on it.
Shout out to the proxies.
Shout out to all the
Oh,
proxies.
thank you,
Oh my
proxies.
God.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you, proxies.
So this will help the proxies. This will help some of you that are local. And don't get me wrong, the whole Brewers Association and the whole industry is trying to figure out how to make beer direct to the consumer, because that's just the direction of business. And for us, these
Cory
beers,
gets wine to his door.
I don't have time to go shopping for wine, so you're sitting at your desk and you go, boom, and it shows up one day at your house. Like, that's how I buy wine most of the time. So I don't think there's any reason you guys should be able to buy our beer that way if you didn't want to. We obviously want you to come by as much as you want, but if you're anything like us,
Life is tough.
life's tough, busier, kids, jobs, careers, you've moved, whatever, we get it. So some of you who love our beer should be able to get our beer, and unfortunately, the laws don't allow us to do that. So that's why that has been that way forever. Sorry about that.
I have a question. How do
Yeah.
I get your wine shipped to my house?
My wine shipped to your house. So I will start a website
Sell you.
and I will sell you
You
my
don't pay
wine.
for it.
Karen and I actually don't have that deep of a wine cellar. We drink all of it. Like wine that you're supposed to even age, you're like, drink it. You're like, you should have drank that in like 10 years. Like, that is not how I buy wine.
It's kind of like our beer.
Yeah.
I buy it to
Yes,
drink it.
that's a great segue,
Just-
Tommy.
I
Drink it.
buy it to
Yeah,
drink
that's
it.
a
We're
great
gonna make
segue.
more. We promise.
Yeah, people
As
always
long
ask.
as you like it, we'll keep going.
We get a lot of emails asking, like, you know, hey, how long should I age this and all that? And you guys all know this, but when we release a beer, it's because we believe it's time to drink it.
Yeah.
You know, so of course, you know, a little age on it isn't going to hurt anything, but a lot of the time, like, we believe that the time that we sell it to you, we're not asking you to, you know, when you pick up your, 18 orders here at the brewery, go home and chug it all that night. But, you know, we think it's time to drink it.
This one goes out to you, Mike Dillon. Time to clear out the basement. Erica, I know you wanted this for
Are
a
they
long
on?
time. I don't know, even if they're not.
I'll be at the cellar.
I would bet that the people that are in this
Bless
group right
you.
now, their sellers are. I want you guys to know that your sellers beat the out of ours. Like, Tommy and I.
We don't have a cellar.
Yeah.
My
We have a
cellar
toddler.
is old beer that I used to sell.
Yeah.
But it might be time to start drinking your hops for Karen. It's probably time. You guys
If you're holding on
your
to
hops for Katie Patricia.
You'd be surprised how every now and then somebody drops off an old can.
Hops for
You're like,
Katie.
hey, I found this in the back of my fridge.
Megan had an original can of Opa. The first run, that was kept cold the entire time.
It
We
held
drank
up
it.
very
We
well.
think we drank it like last year or whatever.
It was like 18
It
months old.
actually had some kind of redeemable quality to it. It was aged, but don't age our cans.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Maybe parfaits.
I was just
If
gonna
you
say
keep,
that some of the
if you
parfaits
keep them
actually,
cold,
like, were really
they're good to go.
Made that-
But yeah, but still.
You got some cues on there?
There's some questions happening.
Oh,
That
cute.
happened at once. Someone's curious how do certain barrels get obtained, like for stouts.
Yeah, so
So-
we have to, well, back in the day, we used to buy barrels directly from the distilleries. We buy mostly through brokers now, but we've been buying barrels for so long, we've got really good relationships with a lot of great brokers. That's mostly on most of the barrels, if you will, like, the specialty barrels. Like, we buy a lot of barrels, even though we're so small.
How about the Mary Edwards?
So Mary Edwards barrels, that's a great one. So Mary Edwards barrels for our wines, or for our wine barrel stuff, for the sours. Karen loves Mary Edwards Sauv Blanc. I do too. Mary Edwards Sauv Blanc, it's a lovely wine. They also make some beautiful Pinot Noirs. We actually just, there's a thumbs up of that thing. The thumbs up popped up. Somebody else just do that? I don't know.
That's because they love Mary Edwards Sauv Blanc.
Oh, there's one right there.
Hey!
Hey!
No, it's mine.
This
It's
is
my birthday
spon-
present.
We're sponsored by. No, we're not.
I bought Shan bottle of Mary Edwards for her birthday, which was in January, and then Tommy and I drank it, so I had to get her another one.
Okay.
We did.
Oh, that's awesome.
Happy
So,
birthday. We were so excited about your birthday. We drank the bottle.
I don't blame you.
It's an oak aged Sauv Blanc, but I honestly called them up, talked to their barrel guy, and his name's Nick, and I was like, we love your wine, we buy barrels. And he was like, that's really cool. We've never had anybody just directly call us really to ask. Because they always sell through brokers, And there's a lot of wineries out there, there's a lot of barrels. And so we buy barrels. It's just, relationship things. You'd be surprised if somebody called us and said, hey, we love what you guys do, and I do this, and we help them. Like, that's so nice. Thank you very much. So that's how a lot of
phone, so this would.
you'd be surprised. My phone number's out there somewhere online. Every now and then I get a phone call. I don't know. Every now and then I get a phone call from somebody, and they're like, I left my credit card there last night. Like, how did you get my number? Like, where did that come from? Like, well, I Googled it. Like, I do not pay for
He
it.
called me today asking to buy the business.
Those are all
You
fake.
say yes.
Those are all fake. Those
You
are
say
all fake.
$1 billion.
Yeah, exactly.
It was I was cleaning the toilet in the cellar and I was listening to it on speaker and
I was calling from a pit.
yeah, it was
I like it.
Really quick, so we don't, but someone's asking if we have any plans for the cellar 10-year anniversary.
Great
So,
question.
nope.
I want to throw a big old party. I want to throw like a street
telling the
festival.
date. Saturday, November 9th, right?
Saturday, November 9th.
Saturday, November 9th.
So mark
No,
your
the whole
calendars.
week, Tuesday through Sunday.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yes,
I want to
Saturday,
throw a
November 9th.
street festival.
We gotta get Maplewood to approve us closing the street down.
They did last year.
I know. We'll see. We haven't hasn't been approved yet, and then
Yep.
maybe we'll have some of our friends send us a beer.
We would like to, we want to do some like
Like
small,
mini swans.
like a smaller festival-esque like things. Like, Swans isn't like massive, but it's fun and it's popping and vibes are good, and I think that's what the seller should do too. We gotta bang it out for the seller, right? The reason for the season, the reason
That's our
for
first location.
right.
Yeah.
The baby.
It's my
Mark
first baby.
Mark your calendars. We're gonna make it good for you. So just get a plane ticket. Just get a plane ticket.
Go ahead and book that
Come
now.
on down.
Go on, swipe up and grab that plane ticket.
Swipe up.
And go ahead while you're at, get that early bird.
Sponsored by Southwest Airlines.
Drink tickets, please.
Yeah,
Stay away from those max
Southwest
seats.
did call us on our non-existent landline, and they were like, "We will sponsor you." Yes. Well, while we were doing the sponsor,
Embassy Suites and Southwest.
no, Marriott. Oh, Marriott.
Spring Hill Suites.
Spring Hill.
Spring Hill Suites.
An Airbnb.
Redwood.
Airbnb.
Seriously though, Spring Hill Suites. Spring Hill
Yeah, but they're
Suites.
close. Maplewood's not very big. There's a lot of
Spring Hill
Airbnb.
Suites up on by Marriott in Redwood.
Redwood.
Loves us, and they told me they would start doing like discounted rates for folks that are traveling in. So if you're traveling in and you need a discounted rate for a hotel, email orders or the coterie at cyberbrewing.com,
That's cool.
and I'll connect you with Ollie, who is the Spring Hill Suites
We got
gal.
hotel deals?
She came around. She came around.
Next time we're gonna put a
She's
Spring Hill
like-
Suites sign up here just for free. Just for free.
Guest speaker.
Just,
Her and I have never met in person, but she's who we put our brewers up during when we did the
Yeah,
invitational.
yeah.
And I haven't met her, and she came to all 3 locations last week looking for me, and I was just like evading her apparently, not unintentionally,
Yeah.
but like we just were ships in the night. She's very sweet. Great.
No more questions.
Okay, so we have some more questions.
Wow, nice.
Um,
Everybody's maybe got a buzz at home now. They're like, no, I'm going to talk.
Okay, so hi Brandon. Besides side project, can you all name one beer in your fridge at home? Oh, either a favorite go-to or something you're excited to drink. Favorite beer at home in the fridge. Favorite beer at home in the fridge.
Green cheek.
Oh.
Clear IPA.
I love the name.
Half Acre Daisy Cutter.
Ooh, yes.
That's
good
not
one.
in our fridge.
That's the it's in the fridge here.
We have
Which
an
is
original
because-
bottle of MJK
Oh, we have an original bottle.
lagering away
We
in
have
our
a bottle of
fridge.
MJK.
It's right next to the ketchup.
I'll
It's
say,
upright and
and I have Tommy,
we are
and I have
gonna bring
Tommy Fresh, even though it's not. It is a cybernetic beer. I am the hops gal. I like all the big heavy hops.
I don't know the name of the
Shout out to Suarez, Palatine Hills.
I don't know the names of all the
Yeah,
I got waiting for my buddies that bring it to me. So thank you. Thank you so much.
What?
Yeah. We'll talk about this later. We'll talk about this later. Talk about this later. Okay.
Favorite beer?
Suarez is on it?
Or like a live oak. Shout out to live oak.
Ideal cybernetic TV show pairing: Succession.
Oh, that's the one.
And
Yeah.
why
Hey, we
like-
watched
like-
Severance. I don't know if that's a good pairing. Oh, we didn't see Severance. Severance is great.
I was thinking like 6
Well,
years.
Cybernetic's not a
Because,
fast
like,
beer.
If
You
you're
take
gonna
your time with
drink
it.
like, I feel like with Succession, like you almost want to have like a pour of whiskey or bourbon, right? Because
Yeah.
you're just like but like you could definitely have like a stout and be like, all right, Siobhan, you got this. Like that's how
Yeah,
it
you
feels.
take
She's
your time.
the devil.
I'm gonna take this to more of a
I wish
Discovery
her so
Channel.
much harm.
Okay, so I'm only in season 2, and I'm like, go queen.
Oh my
God,
god. I
ocean.
hope she dies. a horrible
Okay, but
death.
not the real person. Oh my god.
Like Katie
Gary?
Patricia?
No, no. Well, Siobhan's not a real person. She's fictional.
She is fiction. Okay.
Okay, so we got favorite wines. Anything from daily drinkers to just general wineries and regions.
Oh, Whiteberg. Here you go.
White Burgundy.
White Burgundy, Chablis.
King.
White Burgundy.
Tommy and I love Paso Reds.
Yeah,
big-
seriously.
big
Boba
Paso
Bob.
Reds.
Boba
Dude, you
Bob.
guys, Lenny Colado.
Over here.
You need some more.
Folgers and
That's
Boba
what my
Bob.
shit is.
Just talking
So in Paso Robles last year, we went to Lenny Colado, and I don't know,
phenomenal wine.
awesome.
And it's not like,
Just go ahead and
It's not
subscribe and
crazy
get,
expensive.
get those boxes sent.
Guess
to your
what?
house.
Shipped right to your home.
It's incredible. It's
Lenny
absolutely.
Colado is really great.
grocery store wines. We love unoaked Chardonnays. We love. What are you doing?
Viognier. Shout out to Viognier.
Yeah.
One of my jams.
Nice.
But yeah.
I'm a
I
Syrah
also
fan.
like
Syrah's
Syrah, yeah.
Syrah's my favorite varietal. Syrah and then French Chard.
But yeah, also the Paso wineries are. I feel like it's like such like a untapped kind of area. It's so fun. They're so good and like not that busy. It's a fun area.
It is a really fun area.
So if you're in that area,
We've got
If you're into
lucky.
wine.
Yeah, we get to go to Firestone.
Napa's Napa, but
Awesome.
Central Coast is pretty phenomenal.
Yeah.
So if you ever are out there and want to avoid the big crowds,
Yeah.
go to Paso Robles.
And then go to Firestone.
As
They
far
go
as
to Firestone.
yeah, like a grocery store wine, Tommy and I like love Justin. Like,
Yep.
like
Yep.
he's a
Justin's
Well,
a very, very accessible,
yep.
very well priced
It's
bread.
like $20 to $30.
Oh,
It's
and
20 at Trader Joe's.
You got Mary Edwards soft blonde. So
Mary Edwards soft
there you go.
That used
It
to
is a
be
$50 bottle.
that used
Is
to
it
be
really?
$30.
You can find it at Randall's Spirits.
Oh,
and
Clayton Winehouse.
Clayton Winehouse.
Clayton Winehouse.
CWP.
Hey,
Shout out, Chris.
TWCP. You got wine and cheese places.
That's
right.
That's the only two people we work with.
Thank you, Paul.
But like
Yes.
on a nice Tuesday, I'll have a bottle of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Annie Vago, one of our valuable Cory members.
You gotta say hi. You gotta say hi.
You
You gotta say hi.
You might know Annie from the cellar. You might know Annie. Yeah. Annie's on a mission, on an errand from the cellar.
Cellar, oh.
She's bringing
Yeah.
Thank
Tabitha's
you.
Annie, are you wearing a wedding ring? Annie, are you married? Did you get a wedding ring? Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
She just gave us the. She goes.
I know.
wow. Sorry. Sorry. These are the tabloids.
Sorry, Tommy. Rachel.
Okay, should we move on? So Ben Vasiljevic. Hey Ben.
Hey, buddy.
And then Beth, he just checked no direct flights from Florissant. So unfortunately,
No helicopter rides?
Thanks Ben for letting us know.
No helicopter ride?
Okay, so Dawn, hi Dawn again. Following up on the wine question, what Missouri wineries do you like? Novelite.
Well, obviously we work with
yeah.
Novelites a lot, and then Defiance Ridge.
You like to find
And we just did a beer dinner at Defiance Ridge. In Chicago, Defiance Ridge is great as well. Lovely Missouri wines, but he also does California wines. So
Yeah.
they'll bring in grapes or have wine made in California under their tutelage to have their wines. So you can get other wines in Oregon. You can get,
Oregon, California. It's not Oregon,
yeah,
California.
like they direct that. You know, the tutelage. I don't know. That popped in. I'm not.
I was about to say Defiance Ridge. If you're you want a little bit of both, Missouri and California, I think it's also the views are incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
They're
really pretty.
Hit the Katy Trail, do some riding during the day, and then end up there in the evening. You'll have a whole day.
Go to
And I
Defiance Ridge
think
and
of
no
like,
lights.
with my kids because they can run.
Yes.
Run. There's not like things for them to do, but they, little boys can run. They run.
They like
Fast,
running.
slow,
Yep.
up, down.
Okay, cool.
Should we talk about this last beer? Because it's about an hour and a half. We'll probably call it.
Yep,
Yeah.
We can
Sorry,
keep doing
guys.
this all night, but
Yeah,
this is how I normally dress the
Thank you,
brew. Actually, I'm
guys.
taking my wife to dinner tonight. So this is why I look like
I
this.
need to change.
This is why I look like this. She was working and she was bartending. So, but we're going to go out to dinner tonight. So we're going to probably wrap this up. Is that right?
Yeah.
Next time we'll block out 3 hours.
We're gonna
This is fun, though.
We're gonna round table.
Hey, let's be honest. This was easy. Like this went by real fast. This went by real fast.
I just shout out one person.
Go.
So Nick Grenier. Did I say that right? Nick, you're awesome.
Yes.
Nick is a fan from New Orleans. He always comes in as a friend.
Yes.
Fan.
Brings that King K, son.
Brings that King K. Thank you. He said, can you hit us with another batch of 10-year barley wine again? For the cellar anniversary.
That was like a couple months ago. I love it. Like let's do this again. So
Hi, Nick.
So we do know we are very, very happy how that beer turned out.
That was the popular vote for the winner of the weekend.
We are very happy how that beer turned out. So we are building pieces to revisit that beer in the future as another anniversary barley wine maybe or something. But that beer obviously is mostly double barrel MJK, which we don't have a lot of, go figure. And then it has some lengths in it. We have no mature lengths. So it's a beer that we will have to build again. That will take a while. It won't be this year, for sure. Doesn't mean we can't do another blended barley wine for an anniversary beer or something we can see. But we won't be exactly like that because we do not have any mature lengths at all. And that was, I thought it was a very small portion of that beer. but it's small as show this
Fries.
Look at
Some
those.
fries, some more beer and
Fries.
So it's a very, very small portion of beer, but it'd be fun to have those pieces available to us, and we can do it blending.
We actually just racked a batch of MJK to oak last week.
Yep.
So we're in the works. It's coming.
We're brewing MJK more often to build more of that barrel style.
Yeah.
Because it just between MJK, between the anniversary continuance, between MJK, we used a lot of those barrels.
Yep.
If you will. In Deca, I think even had an MJK in it a little bit. Like that with the blends. There was a lot going on there. It was a busy year last year for barrel aged beer for us for our 10-year anniversary.
It was.
I got another one.
We do. We have the Cellar 10-year anniversary, so we'll have to figure out.
Maybe not at the celery.
We're just going to release a barrel aged stout every day of the Cellar anniversary.
Don't put that on
No, that's not. Oh my God.
I did not
we're
promise it. I'm allowed to talk.
Not to go with it. You are allowed to talk. You are.
Derivation Grand Cru. We're going to wrap it up. We're going to talk about Derivation Grand Cru because you guys haven't, some of you had this probably at the cellar during Stout Week. If you didn't, it'll be the first Lakota release. And if you're on here and you're not a Lakota, remember, just thank you for being here for Side Project. We're a small brewery in St. Louis that makes barrel aged beer
So
predominantly.
that's an email.
Yeah. So Derivation Grand Cru. Why Grand Cru? What is it? So this beer is a blend of double and triple barrel aged stouts. So we've done double barrel aged derivation. When you blend the two together, it's kind of like what is this become? It also was finished in Amburana casks, which are about 5 times the price of a normal bourbon barrel. So Amburana, I love cinnamon. I think a lot of you guys know I love cinnamon. That's great, good because like I want to make sure cinnamon's not for everybody. Because there are
Oh yeah. Cinnamon
odd streets
maple.
every morning.
Tommy told my mom, he was like,
There are people.
There are.
And you'll see them in our reviews. There'll be some of our beers that people like too much cinnamon, and they're like, well, that's could have a lot more cinnamon. It's subjective. No matter what you like, you're not wrong. But you have to understand that people might like it.
Drink what you like.
Yeah, drink what you like. So, double, triple barrel aged derivation blend. All of it finished in Amburana casks. Nulu Amburana, so bourbon then Nulu. Nulu bourbon then us finishing it in. Amburana is a Brazilian oak. It has a cinnamon note. We did not add cinnamon in this beer at all. Then finished with a bunch of Ugandan vanilla. So the vanilla that we use in OWK. If we're going to call it Derivation Grand Cru, it better be pretty awesome. So I'm super happy that it tastes. It's actually even mellowed out even more since Stout Week, which is awesome. It's intertwined a little bit better. This is an early experiment with Amburana. We did MJK, we did this one. We haven't done Amburana a lot, and to see how it's kind of pulled together is really great.
It's an intense component.
It is,
but it's really great.
can you guys explain double, triple barrel age? Because I understand that, like the double, triple dry hop stuff, like
the double, triple.
Yeah, I understand some, maybe not. But like, I think I get the gist of it. But like, seriously, double, triple barrel age. Why didn't you just say triple barrel age?
So double barrel age. We age it in one barrel until we could seriously pull it out of that barrel, and we would be happy to drink it. We'd be happy to sell it. We'd be honored to sell it. We think this beer is done. Instead of doing that, we're like, let's just risk it all and throw it in another barrel and start it all over again.
Risk it all.
I mean, well, seriously, because
That's two.
So when we do move a finished beer that's awesome into another barrel, some of these barrels leak. Can you imagine us having a beer in a barrel for 18 months? We rack into a new barrel, starts leaking on the floor. Like we would lose the beer. Like you don't know it's going to leak till it leaks, and so that beer was mature and drinkable, and then we lost it. So we've had that before. So we have to be very careful when we double barrel age something and then triple barrel age something. And every time you do it, you do lose beer. So when we do these beers, we get less volume back every time because there's evaporation in the barrel. And every time you rack it up a barrel, you don't rack it dry. There's always a little bit of beer at the bottom, so you lose that beer. And that stays in the first barrel, gets lost. So it just kind of condenses, concentrates all the flavors every time we do this. It's a little more O2 exposure. These big beers really doesn't hurt them. It kind of probably helps them in our manner. It's just kind of the process we've developed over 10 years. It just is us. If we had a big brewer come in from AB, they'd be like, why would you do that?
What'd you do with the losses?
Yeah, what's going on and why is there O2 exposure? We're like, well, this is just kind of how we have been doing it, and our flavor justifies it. It's not, this is where the art comes in. It's not just,
though. Here.
oh, 100%. I love Bush Light.
That's it.
Bush Light.
Bud Light.
No.
Oh,
no, Bush,
I would take a
Light,
couple
Bush
steps back.
Light,
If there was a
Reggie
collaboration,
Bush.
we could do, it'd be with Titleist. And so it'd be golf and Bush Light.
You had,
I'm an old man now. I love beer. I love golf.
For your dreams
That's
to
about
happen, you need to say them out loud.
Right. Like,
yeah,
friends, team up with
manifest,
Titleist.
manifest. It's right.
We got some
Vision
golfers.
boards,
We
baby.
got some golfers in the club.
And some disc golfers.
It's disc golf
Oh.
Shout out to all you.
We do.
Okay,
We
so
do.
that was 2 barrels.
So that was 2 barrels. A triple barrel will be after it's mature now.
When
And
you
the
really lost
second
your
barrel.
mind completely.
Yeah, all right, this beer's been in 2 barrels now. Let's sell it. Let's drink it. Let's enjoy it. No, let's say screw that and throw it in another barrel.
So once upon a time,
Okay,
we
so
took that.
it's just triple barreling. But you'd say double triple.
It was double and triple. Sorry, it's a blend.
Double.
Oh, so it was a blend. It was a blend of some.
I
Sorry.
got this.
So it was a
No,
blend
it's
of
fine.
some double barrel beer and some triple barrel beer. That was the final blend because we blend everything like a sour beer. We have no idea what we're making when we do it.
I thought it was a
Let's
little iced
blend.
tea lyric, like messed around and got tripled up.
Double, triple. So that's how the blend starts.
Yes.
That's how this worked out. Do you want to ask is there any 2 or 3 more questions? Then we got to probably
Yeah,
grab
we
some
should.
stuff.
We've also
I got dinner. I got dinner at 7:30 with this kid. She needs to change.
I know, I think we're good.
Go change.
Oh, nice.
Say bye.
Bye. I'm gonna go change clothes.
We're
Bye.
going to dinner.
All right.
Bye.
You do that. We'll finish up. A couple
You guys are
questions.
amazing.
You guys
Thank
are
you
all
so much,
amazing.
so much.
Yeah,
for-
let's ask, you got
You
let's
guys
do 2
want
more
two
questions.
Let us know if we should do this again.
Yeah. Do you like this
Yeah.
even? Is this fun or not?
Thank you.
I think you guys hit all the questions. Someone said that the shared putter in there is treasured in their disc golf bag.
Aw.
Great news.
Oh,
Yes,
Jamie,
it
if I
is.
get a question that you missed.
Yeah, sorry, Jamie. I think we missed a question from you if you're
Oh.
still on. It's
How do we
about-
make table options available year round? A la table rating,
Oh,
etc.
great question, Jamie.
Love
We have all
that.
the
We have a mature feeder of all table that's coming up to packaging here soon.
We have
So,
We got all the
table, we
table-
have table in the bow on right now.
Yeah, and like
Even
I
the bus
mean,
on track?
It's not
Yep,
perfect.
we have olive oil down at the cellar, I believe.
and also home. I mean, that's the seller's beer. That's also a really good
We
one
might
to.
start doing all the tables
um,
this year.
I mean, I know all the table was at Brewery only there last year, but to go at least. But
Yeah, so we'll work on that. Once again, we're tiny, so if we had more tanks, we could do more of these fun things and ideas. We love these ideas because we like to just make what we drink, and we drink these things. So. It is just us.
Just us.
Is that it?
I think we're good.
I think it's good.
6:40.
Hour and 40 minutes.
Thank you.
Again,
thank
thanks to all you
Dakota
guys.
members.
Peace out.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm such a boomer. Thank you so much, Dakota. We love
Thank
you.
you guys.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Allison.
everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thanks for joining us
Thank
for the first one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Drink more. Side project beer tonight. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, all you guys.
More wine and
Have a
cheers
good
to you,
day.
Cory.
Or tequila, mezcal, I guess.
Tequila,
all the
mezcal,
things.
whatever you
Yeah.
want. Yeah, wine.
Drink it all.
Cheers.
Bye.
Ah, nice. That was awesome.
Okay,